Hello and welcome back to Broken Sword. Continuing on from where we left off, we have the name Khan. Khan! I had to do that. So I guess we're going to the police. We could probably go here as well to call the dude, but let's call him from the police office. Hey guy.
Hello? Who is this? Mr. Todrick? Oh, it's you again. What now? The man I'm looking for is called Khan. He bought a suit from you, remember? Mr. Khan. Yes, I remember him. Yes, I delivered the suit to his hotel. The Hotel Ubu. I don't remember the room number. It was upstairs. The second room on the right-hand side of the corridor. Thanks, Todrick. That's
What?
all I wanted
He didn't
to
even
know.
get to finish
Now
his sentence.
Mr. Clown.
Alright. So, wait. Here we go. Here we go. Gave that tailor Todrick another call. He finally admitted to knowing something. Confirmed that the guy who bought the suit was called Khan. Apparently he's staying at the Hotel Ubu. I'm getting closer. So let's head out and go over here. Let's look at these guys.
The man looked like an amiable Bigfoot.
Okay, these guys will probably not let us in. Let's have a look in the alleyway first. Nice. Let's go back.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Oh dear God, no. Oh wow, we have to do this.
Shake my hand.
Nah.
Oh,
Damn
rats.
it. He would have gotten his shit beat out of him. This guy?
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
Is this a trick question?
No. I simply asked if you recognized him.
Okay then. No, I don't.
You
Khan.
happen to know a guy named Khan.
That ain't nobody I know.
So I guess we just start showing him random stuff now.
No.
Oh.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
Nope.
Do you recognize this tissue? Think carefully now.
Ooh, ooh, ooh,
I'm gonna have to hurry you.
ooh.
Time's up, so I'll tell you. It's a used tissue with a liberal dump of Bestheimer's number 12.
If you say so.
This guy's nicer than I thought he would be.
You ever
Plantard.
meet a guy called Plantow?
No, I ain't.
You missed your chance. If you're quick, you'll catch him at the coroner's. Have
Clown.
you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
No, I ain't. Don't tell me I missed him. Oh, that's too bad. I love the clowns, don't you?
I've seen daytime television that was funnier.
I love it when the little guys get hurt.
That figures.
Hoi!
Custard pies, hose pipe down the pants, then smack! A plank in the kisser.
Thank
See you later.
Not if you see me first.
Foist. I love this guy's accent.
The guy looked just like a weasel. Excuse me.
Yes?
This guy does look kind of menacing. Let's
Will
shake
you
his
shake
hand.
my hand?
Are you joking? Who knows where it has been?
Damn it! It's not working! Alright, let's start out
What does
with
this tool suggest to you?
the boring
Hard
stuff.
labor.
Or, well, the fun stuff, but the useless stuff.
Do you recognize the guy in this photograph?
No, I never saw him.
Have you ever seen this clown's nose before?
No.
What does this tissue mean to you?
Are you serious?
Oh, yes. Take a good look at the substance it's smeared with.
You are sick. Very sick.
Have
Plantard.
you heard of a guy called Plantar?
No, that name means nothing to me.
I'm looking for a clown.
Are you trying to be funny?
No, I really am looking for a clown.
There are no clowns here except you.
Do you
Khan.
know a man by the name of Khan?
No, I don't.
It's very important I get to see him, and
I told you. I don't know it.
Thank you. So, can we just walk in? Wow, we can. Huh. Nice piano music here. And 2 people.
The woman was obviously English. She had all the qualities of Boadicea, Elizabeth I, and Margaret Thatcher rolled into one. It wasn't a pretty sight. I recognized the guy. It was the Nobel Prize winner from the country whose name I couldn't pronounce.
Oh, what did he win again? I can't remember the article. It was something.
Hi there, ma'am.
Well, hello. What can I do for you?
I'm looking for a man.
You disappoint me, my dear. For one foolish moment I thought... But never mind.
What?
Aren't you going to tell me your name?
George Stobart, ma'am.
How sweet! I once had a stable boy called George. I am Lady Piermont. The common reaction is to kneel and stutter, but it's not obligatory.
A real lady? I mean, you're an honest-to-God aristocrat?
Oh, I don't know about that. Few of my ancestors are honest, not even to God. I can trace my family back to the Normans, but don't let that intimidate you, George. Beneath that impressive pedigree, I'm just flesh and blood.
Oh,
The blood
God.
may be blue, but the flesh is the plump beef of old England, so to speak. You appear distracted, George. Is there any way I can help you?
This lady is creepy. Shake my
I
hand.
just couldn't bring myself
Dang
to
it.
use the buzzer on this dear lady. Can you think of any use for this tool, ma'am?
I can think of someone I'd like to use it on.
What does that mean?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
My God, it's him! That's Merlin!
She represented everything I loved about the English. The lady was totally deranged. Merlin? You mean King Arthur's wizard?
Good heavens, no! Monsieur Merlin is a fellow guest.
Okay, so he's Merlin Khan? Or maybe Khan is just
Do you know what this
not
is?
his real name?
And
Or
again,
maybe
my
Merlin
cape
isn't.
with a clown's nose.
That's right. It was worn as a disguise by a vicious killer.
Ah, Mr. Merlin, perchance.
That's him.
Sorry, my phone went off.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
I'm no shrinking violet, but that object makes me feel quite queasy.
These
Did you know
guys.
there's a gangster out front?
What makes you think he's a gangster?
The Italian suit and the bulge in his pocket?
I know plenty of men with Italian suits and bulges in their pockets. That doesn't necessarily
She's
make them
really
gangsters.
creepy. What? Who's this guy?
Are you here in Paris on vacation?
No, darling.
Oh shit,
I'm on
it's
holiday.
her! Jesus
I need
Christ.
to get away after Algy's funeral.
I didn't realize you were mourning the loss of a loved one.
I'm not. He was my husband.
Ha ha ha. Sorry, I have a hard
I'm sorry to
time
hear about
actually
your husband's
pretending to
death.
be
You wouldn't
entertained.
be if you knew him, my dear. It gave me the opportunity to take a well-deserved holiday. Daphne suggested a change of scenery. Paris, she said. A wild romance is just what you need to take your mind off the inquest. Well, the closest I came to romance was being wooed by a drunken Breton chef. I must say I was disappointed with his coq au vin. Not at all what I was expecting. I was thinking of cutting my holiday short, packing my bags and heading back to Hemel Hempstead. That was until last night.
What happened
to
last
you
night?
last night?
I was stricken, Mr. Stobart. Cupid's arrow has cleft my bosom.
They couldn't
Don't tell
really
me it's
miss.
Merlin.
It was just as I'd always imagined it should be. The intimacy of candlelight, romantic music tinkling across the room, and then a stranger's glance. Those brooding eyes, that suave manner.
That
those
crescent-shaped
tight
scar?
trousers. He was the man I'd been waiting for all my life.
I'm glad he finally turned up after all these years.
Ah, but it wasn't to be. He was merely toying with my affections. And if I ever catch up with him,
Maybe it's
he's
Plantarg.
dead.
Who was the guy who led you on?
His name is Merlin.
Oh, okay.
The man you know as Merlin is a fake.
What do you mean, sweetie.
He's a murderer. He also uses the name Khan.
I am shocked, Mr. Stobart. Shaken. I took him to be a gentleman. A man
She's
of
very
honor.
easily
You know,
convinced.
I'd rather like to assist you in stitching him up.
When did you last see Merlin?
It was no more than an hour ago. He came downstairs and spoke to that clerk chappie. Something passed hands. I couldn't see what exactly.
A briefcase?
No, smaller than that. A bundle of papers, perhaps. The clerk put it in the hotel safe and Merlin went out.
Are you sure you saw Merlin putting documents in the safe?
Yes, darling, positive.
I wonder what they were.
Obviously something of great importance.
Yeah. I'd sure like to get my hands on whatever it is. I'll bet they had something to do with Plantow's briefcase. Has Merlin returned to the hotel?
No, he hasn't. Are you going to search his room?
If I could get in there, I would.
Thank you. Met the most fantastic and insane Englishwoman, Lady Piermont. Piermont? I don't know. She recognized the photo of Khan, but said he claimed to be called Merlin. Okay. He's been lying to her, toying with her affections. Brave man. She's after revenge. Okay.
I recognize it was the
Yep. Talk to him. Is this our first victim?
Excuse me. Didn't I see your picture in the news? You're that Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Yes, that is me, in person.
I don't want to worry you, but have you had any threats on your life? You know, mysterious phone calls, letters made up of headlines cut from the newspaper.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shake my hand.
May I shake you by the hand?
I do not shake the hands of imperialist dogs.
Wow.
That's a real bad attitude problem you've got there.
It is.
Have you any idea what this tool might be used for?
I cannot guess.
Would it mean anything if I told you it was for lifting drain covers?
Such technology fills me with wonder.
Do you recognize this man? He calls himself Khan.
Yes, I know this man. Why do you carry his photograph?
I'm a private detective.
No, you're not. You're like a lawyer or something.
What does this clown's nose suggest to you?
In my country, we have no use for clowns.
I'm glad to hear it.
They were dealt with most severely in the last cultural cleansing.
What about the mimes? Did you get them too?
All gone. Our streets are mime-free.
Sounds like heaven. Does this goo-smeared tissue mean anything to you?
No.
Do you even
it
have to
doesn't.
ask that question?
Do you know a guy called Plantow?
I don't know anybody in Paris.
Oh, well, this guy's dead anyhow.
Why do you ask me about dead men? I have seen
Because
enough
he's
of
insane.
death to last me a lifetime.
I'm, sure you have.
What do you mean by that?
Have you seen a clown?
I beg your pardon?
The clown. A guy in funny pants. Have you seen him?
My pants are from England. Marks and Spencer. They are a pleasure and a comfort to wear. With
Dude,
much
I don't need to
support.
know about your pants, alright?
I'm real glad to hear that. You know, it's good to know you Nobel Prize winners are human too.
In my country, the people make do with string and egg cartoons.
For pants?
For everything. Oppression is the mother of ingenuity.
What's your
I don't know
interest
if
in
this
Khan?
is like borderline
enemy of
racist
my
or not.
people.
I
You
don't
know he's a
think it
killer.
is, but
Of course.
man,
Amongst other things.
it's getting close.
Would you help me investigate Khan?
That is not possible. My instructions are to observe. I cannot jeopardize my position as an honored guest of this country's government.
Thanks, guy.
Thanks for your help.
Goodbye.
Can we have a chat with the clerk? I guess if we try to take these,
Hanging from a brass hook.
he's gonna say, hey!
Excusez-moi, monsieur.
Okay.
What?
You were trying to steal that key, no?
No way. It was the register of guests staying at the hotel. There was no one registered under the name of Khan, but the name in the book for room 22 was Merlin. The clerk wore a disdainful expression, like he'd been born with it. I want some information.
Who are you, the police?
I'm conducting a private investigation.
Ah, I know only too well what you mean. That is one of the drawbacks of the catering business. When people book into an hotel, they leave their morals at home, no?
I see. Shake
Hey,
my hand.
Shake my hand.
I'd rather not, monsieur. I'm still sore from the shock administered by one of the guests. He was secretly concealing an electrical device in the palm of
What
his
a
hand.
horrible person.
Practical jokes are so puerile, don't you think?
Oh, yeah, sure. What do you make of this tool?
Stunning, monsieur. I bet you handle it like a professional.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Yes, monsieur. That man is one of our guests.
What name?
I cannot tell you that.
It's Merlin, isn't it? Alias Khan, the clown.
I told you, I cannot tell you that.
Do you recognize this red nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tissue?
Do you wish me to dispose of it for you, monsieur?
Hey, no! It could be useful. I'm holding on to this.
Sure it could.
As you wish, monsieur. Perhaps you would like a little plastic baggie to keep it in?
Nah, it's fine the way it is.
Plantar
Do you know a
first.
man named Plantar?
No, monsieur.
I'm looking for a man who dresses like a clown.
This is a highly respectable hotel, monsieur. There are no clowns here.
If you say so.
I guess we'll ask about
Do
Khan
you have
first.
a guest by the name of Khan?
No, monsieur. Perhaps you would care to check the register.
I already did.
Alors, you know I am telling the truth. May Saint Armand strike me down if I lie.
But
The man who
Merlin.
calls himself Khan has a scar on his right cheek.
Vraiment? I tell you, I do not know a man named Khan.
Maybe not, but I noticed a change in his expression when I mentioned the scar.
So, safe?
I'd like to retrieve something from your safe.
Ah, oui, monsieur. May I see some form of identification?
Like what?
A driving license, perhaps?
I don't drive.
Your passport?
I don't have it with me. I could show you my operation scar.
I'm sorry, monsieur. I must have some form of unique ID.
You won't find a more unique ID than my scar.
I'm sorry. I must insist on a more traditional identification.
Rats. About the key hanging on the hook over there.
Oui, monsieur.
Which room is it for?
Number 21.
Is that room taken?
No. The guests checked out this morning.
So, can I somehow distract him?
I'd like to check into room 21.
That is not possible.
How come? You said it was vacant.
It is reserved for another guest.
Rats.
No, monsieur. Dutch.
So, can we just break in?
The sign on the door read 21. The door was locked.
Yep.
If the tailor's description was correct, this was the killer's room. The sign on the door read 22. The sign on the door read 22.
Okay.
The door was locked.
Well, I guess I somehow need the key. Can I give this guy something? I don't think so. Let's talk to these guys again.
Hello again. This is a photo of Khan, right?
That is just one of the names by which he is known.
Can you elaborate? No?
Thanks for
okay,
your-
thanks.
Hi,
I guess
man.
we can talk to the guys outside because they
George, what
got
can I do for
something
you
from him.
now?
Did I show you this photograph?
Yes, darling.
So is she gonna like distract him? I think she might to help me, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to talk to these guys first. Oh,
Just a minute, monsieur.
What's your problem?
No problem, if you cooperate.
What do you want?
Just a routine security check, nothing to worry yourself about.
Oh, well, all right.
Search him, Flap.
You bet.
Hey, knock it off. Get off, you big ape.
Nothing, Guido. Zilch.
Our apologies, monsieur.
What? I had to report you to the authorities.
Round here, we are the authorities.
You want I should break his arms?
No. Let him go, Flap.
let's talk to
Get
them.
lost.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't? What if I call the cops?
First, I break your arms at the elbows and wrists. Then, when you recover consciousness, I break your fingers.
There's just one flaw in your plans, ape-man.
What's that?
It's broad daylight. I don't think even you would assault me on a busy street. Of course, this tranquil square at the end of a cul-de-sac. This isolated corner of Paris that hasn't seen a street sweeper's brush since VE Day. This would be just about perfect for a mugging. Pardon me, I'm about to get very lost.
Okay. Nothing
See you later.
here.
Not.
Can we ask about the
Hey.
package?
I didn't think much of your trick, little man. I don't know what you're looking for, but you picked on the wrong guy. Maybe you'll spread the word around the sewers. George Stobart is on the case. That's Stobart. 2 B's and 2 T's. It sounded impressive to me, but the weasel didn't seem to share my enthusiasm. Still, I figured he'd think twice before gunning me down in the street in cold blood.
I do not like your tone.
Oh, yeah? And what are you going to do about it?
If you do not go away, I will gun you
Oh.
down in cold blood, right here in the street, without thinking twice about it.
Well, darn.
Hey, sure.
And nothing. Okay, so I guess we try to get her to help us to distract the what's his face, the clerk or whatever. But I think we will have to leave that for next episode. Very talky episode, as always, and nothing much happening, but that's what you get when you go through all the dialogue options. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye!